Welcome back to the Dan BTF YouTube channel. Here I am with another football related upload. Today I'm going to be picking my fantasy football team for the 2024-25 season on the official Premier League fantasy football game. My form on this has been terrible in the last few years. I generally pick on vibes and then I get to a point in the season where I forget to make changes and leave someone injured or someone who is not in favour in terms of squad selection as my captain for a few weeks, and then I kind of give up on it. So we'll see how this goes. If you want to play along with me, I am creating a mini league and there is a link for that down in the description below. We'll pick mostly based on vibes, although I'll try and follow along with some of the sacred rules that have been set by the fantasy football nerds that exist on social. So we'll see. I know Erling Haaland is 15 million this year. I think that's been one of the headlines pre-game when the players came out. The most expensive striker ever, and I think rightly so. He plays against Chelsea on the opening Super Sunday. Following week, it's at home to Ipswich, and then we've got away at West Ham, and then home to Brentford. Selling Alvarez to Atletico, you know that he is going to start. I mean, he's going to start anyway. It's Erling Haaland. He's basically the best Premier League striker, certainly of the current generation, and arguably he's up there in the Hall of Fame already. But that is for another video. Who else would I like in the team? Now, I'm going to have a look at... let's have a look at Liverpool. So we have Trent at 7, Virgil at 6. We've got a few other players in there. I do like Alexis McAllister as a pick. I don't know whether I can have Haaland and Salah at the same time. Diogo Jota, I'm going to put him in for now. I think he scored a couple of goals in pre-season. And then I don't know whether... Does Robertson still start every game? I mean, Connor Bradley was brilliant last season when he came in. He's priced at 5, Robertson at 6, Trent at 7. Although actually Bradley played in at right back. I'm thinking maybe. Not sure. We'll revisit that. Not 100% sure there. Man United, the new boys in here. We've got Xerxes at 7 mil. Garnacho 6.5. That's an obvious pick, I think. And the other player I was thinking before I did this is Jarrod Bowen, to get him in the team. West Ham captain. There we go. So we've got 4 players in there already. Let's have a look early days if we can get a couple of Fulham players in there to save some money. Emil Smith-Rowe at 5.5. Same price as Iwobi and Andreas. If he stays fit, I think that's an okay choice. I think you'll see Adam Traore get more minutes this season as well for Fulham. Ryan Sessegnon back at Fulham for 4.5. As a defender, could be a really good option. I would expect to see Sess playing higher up the pitch as a left or right inverted winger this season. So 4.5 as a defender, he could become a pretty good value pick. And let's put him in as a sub at this point. He'll be on the bench for me. Palace are going to be very exciting this season. Glasner had them purring by the end of the season last year. They've obviously lost Elise, but they've kept Adam Wharton for now, despite interest from, supposed interest from Liverpool. But I might stay away from Palace for now. Who was the guy? Yeah, this guy, Muniz, was great last season. Mark Guehi at 4.5 is fairly good value. Obviously heavily linked with Newcastle. But I'm going to go for Munoz at 5 mil. And I might need to start looking at the big boys now. So we've got Spurs. How much is Solanke? Solanke is 7.5, which surely, as a big team, that is quite good value. 10 mil for Son, 6.5 for Brennan Johnson, which I like the value there. Is that Damari Gray? Oh no, Archie Gray. Okay. Archie Gray is signed from Leeds. I'll leave that in. That's why not. And then we have Kulusevski, pretty consistent. The only thing here is that Johnson, Kulusevski are sort of interchangeable. Son is probably the one that's guaranteed to play, and that's why he comes with that price. Pedro Porro, great points haul last season. I'm going to put him in for now. And we shall switch to Man City. We've already got Erling Haaland in the team. Josko Vardio scored a lot of goals towards the end of last season. Again, though, you've got the Pep kind of merry-go-round. This guy I wouldn't expect to be there at the start of the season, João Cancelo. But yeah, you've really got that sort of merry-go-round with Pep at the back. Also, question marks over Ederson definitely staying at City for the year. Hence the reason that I think Stefan Ortega is the same price as Ederson this season. Bernardo, always a good pick. I mean, he scored in the the Community Shield. An important goal. Doku, I think, will start a lot of games this season for City. And then you've obviously got the new guy, Savio Savinho Moreira de Oliveira. But I do like Doku at 6.5 seems to be good value. So how are we doing money-wise? We've got 29 million left. And let's go to the all players tab. So Jordan Pickford was the number one goalie last season, which is fairly surprising. Penalty saves, maybe just general saves, adding to that points haul. We've got Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal. I haven't got any Arsenal players yet, so let's go and have a look at Arsenal. Kai Havertz as a striker. I guess you're losing value in terms of putting him in as a striker, but he was pretty consistent last year, so I might put him in for now. Kai Havertz. So that would be our front line locked in: Haaland, Solanke, and Havertz. And then maybe we should have Gabriel. Oh, Calafiori at 6 mil is interesting as well. But I'm going to go with Saliba. Oh, I think I did one of these videos before and people commented on it saying, like, don't go for centre-backs. Basically, you need to have full-backs because obviously they push on and get assists. So for that reason, we'll go with Ben White. I think I am possibly running out of money. Let's just go for the cheapest possible goalkeeper, Matt Turner or Fabianski. Yeah, let's go with Turner. We'll still have a slightly better goalkeeper in there as well. Let's have a look at the £5 million goalies. Flecken, Martinez, I think Villa are going to be brilliant this year, actually. So let's go with Emi Martinez. And then that leaves us 5.5 for another defender. And we'll just put that in here. 5.5. We can have Kyle Walker, Joachim Anderson. Let's just rank these by price. So we've got John Stone. We've got basically all of the City defenders. And Jurrien Timber. And some other... Cucurella. Not sure I want him anywhere near my team. Let's have a look then. Ezra Konsa. Matty Cash. Matty Cash is a great pick, actually, I think. He's going to push forward. He might get me some assists. So, Matty Cash, that gives me another $1 million in the bank. Now, where is this team? Where do I need to strengthen this team? I think there's some question marks over Solanke because we don't know at all how well he is going to drop into this Spurs team. I think he's going to do really well. But I've just spotted Alexander Isak at 8.5, and I like that. I think Isak is one of the best strikers in the Premier League. For just as an all-round striker, a lot of talent in that guy, and I don't have a Newcastle player. Otherwise, I think I'm going to lock this in as my squad. Like I say, going on vibes. Maybe, and there we go, Prestige Worldwide. Favourite club, of course, it's got to be Fulham. I agree to the terms and conditions. Enter the squad. And what have we got here? Let's just have a look at the team. So we want Turner, Mr. Turner, get him out of the team for now. Emi Martinez comes in. Ryan was going to sit on the bench because we're not sure about him at the moment. I would like Doku on. Emil Smith-Rowe away at Man United. I wouldn't expect too much in that opening weekend, so we're going to bring in Kai Havertz. And then do we want Matty Cash to start over anyone else? I'm going to leave that as it is. And I'll lock in the team. And then I think the captain's been automatically set to Erling Haaland. And we'll set our vice captain. Do you think that's a good move for round one to make Isak captain at home against Southampton? Who knows? But I'm gonna do it actually. I'm gonna make Isak captain for round one because Haaland is away at Stamford Bridge, and that's one of those games. It could be 0-0. It could be 7-0 to City. It could be 3-3. It could be anything. Nobody knows what Chelsea are going to be like this season. So I'll play for a differential, I think is what you would refer to it as in the opening round, and set Isak as my captain. And there we go. That is my fantasy football team. Let's just quickly set up the league. So we want to create a league and cup. We will create a classic scoring league, and we'll call it the Dan BTF Super League. Game week 1. How the cup works, that's all fine. Create, and there we go. Options. All right, we'll sort that out. That'll all be available in the description below. Not my usual content. Usually do GeoGuessr stadium stuff. And as mentioned, I should have probably said this at the start, I am not a fantasy football expert, so don't come at me in the comments with what I did wrong. how do you do that AI generator? The AI generator thing to find out. Maybe I'll run my team through that, and I'll post the percentage that I get in the comments. But here we go, another Premier League season. Hopefully, it's ABC, anyone but City. And Fulham finish in that top 10. But until then, I'll see you all on the next video. Good luck with your fantasy football teams. If you want to watch another video, there's one here, one over there, and if you can hover over that to subscribe to the channel. And yes, I will see you all on the next upload. Bye bye.